This is the American Diesel Dump Truck, and you are watching Hashtag Truth with my boy, Scott Larson.
Cause we're always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you.
Oh, yeah, here we are, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only Tyler Bodine. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
I am doing great. Let's start right off the bat, man. You have been all over the country. Where are you from initially? Where do you call home as far as wrestling area or what have you?
I'm from Illinois.
Okay, I got you. But you wrestle all over the place, and we're going to start right off with talking about that because I've got video clips that we're going to show throughout the show. After every commercial, we're going to start, the next segment with a video of you.
Sure.
And it's just awesome to see that you're all over the place, man. And you do a great gimmick. You're called the Outlaw Tyler Bodine, and you come out with the full gimmick, the hat, the vest, the boots. I mean, you do it all. Tell me how that gimmick came along, man.
So I've always liked cowboys, and a few years back, I was the All-American redneck. I had the American flag singlet, the boots, and everything. Well, then I decided I wanted to change my gimmick, and I've always been a fan of Stan Hansen. I've always liked Stan Hansen, grew up watching Stan Hansen, and I'm like, what can I do to be like him? So I got the boots. I traded in the tights for trunks. Start wearing trunks. Got the leather vest. Got the cowboy hat. The bull rope and the cowbell, old Bertha. And
we're going to talk about Bertha because you use Bertha quite often.
I do. She's my best friend.
Yeah. And if anybody's ever seen you wrestle, they know that is the hashtag truth right there because yes. I don't think I've seen you anywhere. I don't think I've seen you in a picture. Even with your belt, you have Bertha with you. Bertha's always there. Do you sleep with Bertha? Just got to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, she my girlfriend gets a little jealous sometimes because she likes to take up the whole bed, but it's all right. Sometimes I kick her out and let my girlfriend cuddle with me.
Right, without a doubt. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we get to a video? I want to tell everybody right off the bat, this is not a video that I made. This is from DC Productions, and it's all about Tyler Bodine. Let's check it out, guys.
My name is the American Outlaw Tyler Bodine, and if you ain't careful, I'll knock your damn head off with the discus lariat, and I'll bust your teeth out with my cowbell.
Just come home from working hard, man, I had a real rough week. It was Friday night and it was raining, so I couldn't fish that creek. Well, I was feeling a little low, feeling a little blue. Then it hit me, it was redneck time in those West Virginia woods. We got the lip kit, big tires, churning up the mud. We got redneck music. Oh, let me tell you what, it's redneck time in those West Virginia woods. That's how we roll in those West Virginia woods.
And there you have it. Tyler Bodine doing his thing in the ring, man. Now, there's one of them matches that you had on there. It was an I Quit match, and they showed some of the highlights from that I Quit match. And one of them I thought was one of the best highlights I've seen in a while. For some reason, the crowd knew get away, it's coming, and he threw you right through every one of them chairs, man. How did that feel?
Oh, it felt like hell, man. It hurt. Yeah, I mean, them chairs. There's no giving those chairs. I mean, he threw me. I mean, there had to been. I probably went through at least 20, 30 chairs.
Yeah,
yeah. I definitely felt that the next day.
And unfortunately, that match didn't end the way you wanted it to end. You said I quit.
Oh no,
man, that whole match.
No, I never said nobody said I quit. It was a draw. It was
it ended up going down to the time limit. That's right. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. Yep. You're right. And it was, but that was massive. I mean, he choked you out with your own cowbell during that match.
Yeah,
he took.
Yeah, he can't. He likes to cheat to win. See, I get accused of cheating, but see, I don't get caught. It's not cheating unless you get caught. See, he
right.
You know, and then he has the audacity to use my own bull rope and cowbell old Bertha to choke me out. She wasn't happy about that either.
Some of the people around here, Caribbean Tiger said, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Good evening.
My daughter is clapping. She likes your stuff. She likes it.
Good.
Aaron Wallace said, "I swear, if Playboy Double H comes in on it, there's going to be hell." And Bobby Gardner says, "Good evening, young man. How you doing, Bobby?"
Been a long time since I've been called young.
Hey, you're not that old. You're not that old at all. Come on now.
I feel old. Let me tell you, I feel old.
Right. Now we talked about it a few minutes at the beginning of the show, but you're not one to stay in one certain area, man. You have moved around from state to state. You've gone as far as I think you said Nebraska.
Yeah, I've been to Nebraska, Wyoming, Missouri, Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, Minnesota. Been all over, man. Been all over.
You're missing North Carolina, brother. We got to get a North Carolina or a South Carolina. I know we got a couple of outlaws down here, but we could always use one more in one way, fashion, or form.
They call themselves the outlaw, but there's only one legitimate outlaw, and you're looking at him.
Okay, I got you. I like that in you, man. I like that. And now, a lot of these matches that I've seen, you have a manager. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Mr. John Park. So he's actually an attorney. I hired him. He's my personal attorney, and he does all my finances and everything on top of my managerial work. He watches my back, and he's always packing quite a bit of money. We always have at least $100,000 on hand, but everybody wants to fight. They never see a smart businessman. If I offer you $30,000, you're going to take $30,000 and walk away. But these people that I get in the ring with are dumb. They just want to fight.
Right. And we're going to show a clip of a couple of those gentlemen who did not take you up on your offer. Later on in the show, we're going to see a clip of just that happening. But he isn't afraid to get in there and mix it up. Let me tell you that I quit match that we mentioned. He literally got knocked out by your opponent. I mean, took one right to the jaw.
Yeah. But hey, he got back up and he got a few licks in himself.
Yes, he did. He got the brief. He always carries that briefcase with him, it seems, and he always somehow finds a way to bring that briefcase into the match.
Always. Hey,
it's
that's what $100,000 is in there. We got to keep it safe.
Aren't you afraid that in these trying times, these COVID times, that somebody's going to jump him out parking lot or something?
They can try, but I carry a switchblade with me everywhere I go, and I carry old Bertha, and ain't nobody ever stopped old Bertha.
I will agree with that 100%, without a doubt. Now, you've run a couple of shows up in my neck of the woods. I'm originally from around Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you ran a show in Janesville one time, and I know where Janesville's at. It's a good little town, man. Tell me about the folks there in Janesville.
They're a bunch of hillbilly rednecks, stupid idiots. kind of like guys from Milwaukee.
I got you.
No, it was.
I had to move down to South Carolina to be a redneck, but that's okay.
All right. You're still a Milwaukee Brewers fan, which it sucks, but that's all right. But
it is what it is.
Good time in Janesville. I always like going to Wisconsin wrestling. They have a good crowd up there, and it was a blizzard, snowstorm all the way there, and on the way back it was blizzard. I didn't get home. I mean, Janesville is not very far from my house, but I didn't get home till 6 a.m.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was a pretty.
Yeah, that weather, man. How does it feel? I mean, you do most of your traveling up in the Midwest, up in that area, man, and they get snow all the time, man. The winter, does that bog you down for getting bookings, or do you just keep right on going and get through the snow?
I just keep right on going, because if I got to leave early, I'll leave early. I'll make sure I
there
get
you go
on time and safely.
There you go, without a doubt. Joshua Tesner said, "Tyler Bodine, pay me $100K, I'll fight you."
he ain't worth it. He needs to go back to sitting in his mom's basement.
Okay. I love that. But has COVID slowed you down at all? I don't like really talking about COVID that much, but has it slowed you down at all, or are you still keeping up with all your bookings?
If I'm being honest, it has slowed me down. 2020 sucked for wrestling. Unfortunately, just being honest, I didn't wrestle from March till March to July. So, I mean, that's quite a few months there in between. There were just no shows running because of COVID. But luckily, things are kind of starting to pick. I'm hoping things start to pick back up in 2021. I got a show next weekend in only about 20 minutes from my house.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Right. So we're gonna go to this quick commercial real quick. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna show you in a match. It was actually a Texas bull rope match.
Yeah.
One of the old school style matches where you had to touch all four corners. And we're going to come back and show that one as soon as we come back from this word from one of our sponsors, Titan Wrestling Southside. We'll see you in just 2 minutes.
Come on, Tyler. Let's go for a long walk around the Beverly Hillbilly Park. Come on.
Now I have to tell you something right there. That was a great match. But the part that made me laugh the best was when he grabbed you with the rope, and we're going to talk about the rope again because that's pretty much an extension of your cowbell. He dragged you, and he goes, "Let me take you through a walk through Hillbilly Park or something like that, dude." And it was just, I had to laugh at that part, dude. That was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think about that match as you were going through it?
Actually, it's one of my most favorite matches. I should have never lost. It was rigged. It was rigged for me to lose.
Did you realize that he was tagging the turnbuckles as you were going around with them?
No, I didn't. I was ready. I was ready to hit that last pad. Thought I was going to win, and then he decided to hit me with my own cowbell. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. But it just proves that you got to knock me out in order to beat me.
That is true. That is true. I mean, that was. I mean, I just showed clips there. That match was like 10 or 11 minutes long, and my clips were only like 2. So you missed 7 minutes of that match, guys. And you guys were beating the crap out of each other back and forth. I mean, there was a part in the match where he literally took the rope and was hanging you off the side of one of the turnbuckles. It was devastating.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of each other pretty good. And if you guys want to watch the rest of that, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. It's on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, go ahead, man. While we're already on that subject, man, go ahead and put your stuff out there, man. Where can we find Tyler Bodine?
So I got Facebook, Tyler Bodine. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. If you want to see all my matches, I know Scott's got certain clips playing for the hashtag truth, but if you want to watch the entire match, go to my YouTube channel, type in the match, and the entire match is on YouTube. You can check it out. But yeah, no, the Bull Rope match, we beat the hell out of each other. Just be honest with you. I mean, we beat each other up pretty good.
Now, are those the type matches that you live for, like the rivalry matches, the matches where you just that had to build over that you just didn't call him up and go, call up the promoter and say, hey, I want a cowbell match or whatever. That had to make it to that point, man. Do you like those kind of matches?
Oh, I love Bull Rope matches. But the sucky part is I was champion. And the last show Rocket Pro Wrestling had before COVID, it was a 7-man gauntlet, which management screwed me, and they put too many people. They stacked the deck against me, and unfortunately, Rico won the title that night. Well, I was supposed to get my rematch in April. Well, unfortunately, COVID happened, so they canceled April's show, they canceled May's show, and then they didn't run again until that day, which there was maybe 10 fans there. I mean, very little.
Right.
Our match was live on YouTube or live on Facebook, and then they recorded a bunch of other matches. But so I was basically sitting in limbo, waiting for my rematch for 4 or 5 months.
Right, without a doubt. And and COVID has done that to a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers throughout the U.S. But it just seems that everybody is going to video now. Would you go to a promotion? Are you good and ready to go if a promotion says, hey, we're not going to have a live audience, but we are going to videotape it, we're going to put it out on social media? Is that something you look forward to?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, I prefer fans in attendance. Shows are so much better with fans because fans is a good part of the show. But, I mean, absolutely. I mean, just being in that ring, whether there's fans in attendance or not, absolutely. I'm ready for it 100%.
Right. It just to me it just seems like being with the fans. I had a post on my Facebook page, and I appreciate everybody who posted underneath it. Whether you're for going to video or against it. I'm like you, man. I want to be there. I want to hear the chanting of the audience. That's when wrestling was fun. Before this COVID stuff happened, man. We used to make fun of wrestling and all that, but now that the fans aren't there. You appreciate it more. You really do.
Yeah, you do. And it's so much different atmosphere when fans aren't in attendance. So much different atmosphere. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself like doing something with a small crowd like that, like clapping your hands and realizing nobody's doing it with you? It's like, what do you do at that point?
No, because I really don't like the fans too much. I mean, I don't like a lot of people. So I mean, I would flip off the fan before I clap for them.
Oh, I got you. So what if you have nobody out there to complain to? Then there's another reason.
I mean, I just look at the camera and tell everybody that's watching what I think of them.
There you go. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now, you talked earlier about Stan Hansen. A lot of people compare you to Stan Hansen. I saw an interview you did earlier where they asked you the question, but I haven't asked you on hashtag, man. Why do people compare you to Stan Hansen? Tell me what your business, Stan Hansen.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, definitely the lariat. I throw a mean lariat. Stan Hansen threw a mean lariat. Stan Hansen was mean, rugged, just want to go out and beat the crap out of people, and that's me to a T. I want to get in that ring and just beat people up. I'm not in there to do 100 different flips. I'm not in there to do 100 different spots. I'm in there going in and beat people up.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I like about some wrestlers out there. Some wrestlers don't want to deal with all the hoorah and just show me the ring, let me win my match, get me to the pay window, and let me go home. Right?
Exactly, and that's me 100%. Yep.
How far is the furthest you've traveled to get to a good paying gig?
I traveled to Wyoming, and that was about a 15, 16-hour drive.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. Please tell me you at least won the match, driving 16 hours. I hope you won the match.
No. No. But I was with it was me, my manager, John Park, and then my old tag team partner. So we took turns driving, so it wasn't too bad.
So yeah, that's another great thing about wrestling, and that's something to talk to you about is the camaraderie, man. You have a manager. You just mentioned your girlfriend a few minutes ago. I'm pretty sure she travels with you, and other friends, man. When you guys do a long road trip like that, do you make it like we got to stop here, we got to stop there, or is it just like road stories, or how do you guys manage a long trip like that?
Mostly just road stories. Our main thing is we try to get to the venue. Obviously, we got to stop and get gas and food and whatnot. But most of the time, it's just road stories, sharing life on the road, man.
Right, without a doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do one more commercial from Titan Wrestling Southside, and when we come back, we're going to show you a match that you had in Janesville. And I think it was a pretty good match. And you're going to have to explain to me who this guy is that comes in and interferes with your match during that match. So we're going to be right back right after this to see all about that.
January 8th, the Salt in the Sky debuts for Titan Wrestling in Lincolnton, North Carolina.
What are you doing?
Breaking about 40 copyright laws. Yeah.
Why? Why?
Titan Wrestling, Teen Titans.
Not the same thing, but okay.
It ties in.
Sure.
It's okay. It's just fine. That guy doesn't know where I live. They have no idea. Yeah. But anyways, I debuted for Titan Wrestling on January 8th. And a triple threat match. And it's against Elijah Proctor, the champion.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's a champion at least. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea if he's a champion. I'm just said that, so.
Well, he's
if
champion.
he's not a champion, I'm sorry, but he might be a champion. And Rob Killjoy. Those matches, listen. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or does that make sense? And yeah, so it's gonna be quite fantastic.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I did, right? Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah,
You pulled the clock.
But yeah, Teen Titans, Titan Wrestling, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. We're getting sued.
Well, I'm sorry. That was too funny. I'm sorry. That was the first time I actually sat and watched that. That was kind of funny. Yeah. Here's that match of you and Jamesville, man.
Wait, I want to see something.
Shut up.
Nobody touched me.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving via disqualification, Tyler Bodine.
Now there you go. Now you got the win from disqualification, but who's the little leprechaun that came in at the end there?
Hey, just stupid leprechaun. See, people think that I'm a leprechaun because I got a red beard. No, I'm an outlaw. Get it right. But see, I was supposed to wrestle that leprechaun, but he magically broke his hand, so he wasn't able to wrestle. So I had to wrestle Ruthless Rockin' Rivera. See, in my opinion, his hand wasn't even broken. He just decided he's gonna wrap it up with the cast because he's scared of me.
Right.
So
That's some crazy stuff. Now, some things happened in that match that I thought was funny. One of them was you picked him up and literally tossed him across the mat, and he rolls out, and the first thing out of his mouth was, "Oh, that hurt."
yeah,
You are a power guy, so you must get a lot of that.
I'm big, and you know what? I like wrestling those small guys, but see, a lot of those small guys, they have big man syndrome, which means they think they're bigger than what they truly are, and that's what happened with Rockin' Rivera. He stepped up to the plate, and he got knocked down. So,
Right.
I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
I like that saying. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That is it. Now, that was the only match that I've seen you in out of all the matches on YouTube where you didn't have your cowbell with you. That was the only match. Why is that?
So Bertha, she was getting a makeover. I didn't have her that much. She was getting a makeover. So
I got you. You got to shine her up every once in a while. You got to show her you love her, get her polished up, and
yep. She was getting a well-do makeover.
I got you. That's the one thing that caught me weird in that match. That whole I was looking for. I was like, when's he gonna bring it out? Nowhere. I was like, every other match that I went to on YouTube, she made an appearance, and I was like, whoa! And you didn't have your manager there that time, so it was just you there.
Yeah, he couldn't make it that time. He was down in his resort down in Florida.
Oh, I got you. Sometimes lawyers or got to take their time too and get a little fun and sun, you know.
He was going down scouting some more talent for our stable.
Okay, I got you. So you mentioned the stable. Are you building a stable?
Yeah, we're actually so right now I'm a stable with two other guys. We're known as the International Alliance. I'm the only American in the group. We got a guy from Poland and a guy from Puerto Rico, and then of course my manager's American, but International Alliance, which means there's three different countries that are aligning themselves. We are actually the Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme Tag Team Champions, which they're that PWX is a show that I have coming up next weekend.
Oh, so you're doing PWX next weekend?
Yeah. Yep.
Really? So where's that going to be at? Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's going to be in Princeton, Illinois, the ugliest town in America, probably. And it's going to be in a bar.
Okay.
It's
so that's right up your alley, man. You get to chug a beer and whoop some tail, man. So that's right up your alley.
I'm going to go in, but see, it's going to be the two. I'm actually going for the United States Championship. I'm in a one-on-one match, and then see, we do a free bird rule. So my two brothers are going to be defending the tag titles. I'm going to go for the United States title. Eventually, we're just going to take over the entire company and have all the titles.
Oh, I like that in you, man. I like that in you. You better wait and chug the beer after the match. Then, if you're going in there, to get a belt, better or a championship. I'm sorry, some people get offended when I say belt. When you go in there to get the championship, you better wait and drink the beer afterwards. After you have it, then do the celebrating.
I don't drink beer before a match. I've been in the ring with guys that are stupid and decide to get drunk before a match, and it pisses me off. So I don't drink before a match. But after I beat people up, I'll go get drunk.
Right, without a doubt. So that leads me. You're talking about people getting drunk before matches. Now that leads me into one of my favorite questions to ask all wrestlers, man. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a wrestling match with your own eyes or in your own matches?
Well, I was at a show down in Podunk, Illinois, way down south, probably 20 minutes from Indiana. And this town, village, whatever you want to call it, only has like 500 people. So, and they have a wrestling show every 2 weeks. That's all they have in this town. They don't even have a gas station. Well, this dude had no teeth in his mouth. He's probably 55, 60 years old. I'm walking around and he's mumbling something, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just sit your ass down or something? I don't know what I said, but he told me he was going to blow my head off with a shotgun. And after the show, he was waiting for me outside. I had to be I definitely didn't walk outside alone. Let's just put it that way.
So the guy actually threatened your life and actually was waiting for you outside. Wow.
Yep. So now I always carry protection with me.
Right. I don't blame you there, man. That gets to be a little bit too extreme, if you know what I mean. Yeah. If you know. So we're going to get to your third match right after this message, and that's the match where you and your manager decide to pony up some money to try to convince the other guys not to fight you. And, well, that didn't go so well. There's a few things that happened in that match, and we got clips of them. We're going to get to that right after this message from SCW. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the reincarnation of Nick the Stick. My name is now and forever will be Brian Nix. See, January the 9th, Brian Nix makes his SCW debut. SCW, New Beginnings. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? New beginning. I like that. See, Brian Nix is in a tournament to crown the new SCW heavyweight champion. Brian Nix is going to come out of that tournament victorious. Now, that being said, January the 9th, come on out to SCW. 634 Center Drive, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Bring your money. You can buy a seat, but you're only going to need the edge. See you there.
There you go, with a little help from your manager there. But of course, you know what isn't seen isn't cheating, right?
Right.
But I love that, man. You offer both of them 30 grand. You tell the one guy, you know, here, this will buy you a lot of Twinkies. You tell the other guy, here, this will buy you a lot of stereos. They knock it out of your hand and commence to giving you the stink face. One's holding you and the other guy gives you the stink face, man. That had to be horrible.
You would make me relive that, wouldn't you? That was the most god-awful thing. I mean, that was the smelliest, nastiest. Oh, it made me puke. I want to puke.
But in all seriousness, man, that show was a benefit show that you were doing that night. Could you tell us a little bit? Do you remember about what the benefit was about?
Yeah, so benefit for a little girl named Danica. She had a rare form of cancer. A 13-year-old girl. And yeah. Look, and we the guy that was running the show contacted me and asked if I'd be willing to come out there and do the show. I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely. You know, I'm big on, you know, I do anything for kids and whatnot, even though a lot of them are ugly. But we they raised quite a bit of money for that young lady, and so old Bertha, she used to have a sister named Betsy. Well,
Okay.
I signed Betsy, and I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I gave old Betsy to that little girl, and that little girl's got her up on her mantle now.
Oh,
So,
that's great. That is what wrestling's about, right there, brother. I know you hate everybody, but that had to be a feel good moment, man.
it was too. Yep. So.
Yeah, I love to hear stuff like that, man. But during that match, again, you talk about your lawyer, he got really involved. That wasn't the only time he got involved in that match. At the end, I mean, there was a few times where I'm telling you, he knows where to be during your matches, and he helps you out a lot.
Hey, I only recruit the best, and you know what? He is good at what he does. He's a very good attorney. He's a very good manager, and he does his job good.
Right, without a doubt, and I love that. And so, how'd you like doing the do-si-do toward the end of the match? I mean, I thought that was kind of. I had to put that part of the clip in there. He just grabs you and starts spinning you around.
That was stupid. I don't dance. I mean, that was dumb.
You don't do the two-step? You're supposed to be an outlaw. Don't all outlaws know how to do the two-step?
No, those are cowboys and pretty boys. I'm an outlaw.
Okay.
I beat people up.
Okay, I got you. So let me ask you this, Tyler Bodine. Do you know how to shoot as well as you know how to wrestle? You say you're an outlaw. Do you know how to? Can you bring the pistol up and shoot some cold iron, steel?
Let's just say dead men tell no tales. So I've got a pretty good bullseye in my day.
Okay, I like that in you. And do you are you an outsideman? Do you like going out camping, hunting, fishing? I mean,
yeah. I love all that.
Tell me your best fishing tale, brother. Tell me your best fishing tale.
My best fishing tale. Oh, I was up in the crazy up north, up in Canada, worst country in America.
Worst country in America.
in the world. You know what I meant.
There you go. We got you. We know what you're talking about.
I had too much Bud Light before this interview, man. Give me a break.
Okay.
So I first time out fishing, it was me, my grandpappy, my grandmammy, and we went fishing, and I was the first one to caught a fish. I caught a northern pike. It was about 13 inches long, weighed probably, 10, 15 pounds. It wasn't big or anything, but it was just nice to be the first one to catch a fish.
Right? Without a doubt, man. I thought you was going to tell me about this big 35-pound fish that you caught, but no, you just come out with, well, I was the only one to catch a fish that day.
I'm not a big fan of those fish. Like,
so you don't tell the cowboy tall tales, huh? Outlaws don't tell cowboy tall tales?
Nope. I'm one of the honest outlaws you ever meet. I don't cheat in the ring. I always fight fair.
Like I said, it ain't cheating unless you get caught.
Absolutely. And that's the hashtag truth.
That it is. So have you ever had to fight another cowboy, or better yet, have you ever fought an Indian in the ring?
An Indian? No, I fought a Samoan. But as far as fighting another outlaw, it was in a battle royal. I did fight another outlaw. He's a knockoff version of an outlaw. He's like, if you order an American Outlaw off an Amazon, you're going to get me. If you order off Wish, you're going to get him.
So he's the Wish version of the American Outlaw.
Yes. But I super kicked him out of the ring, and he, I ended up winning the match because that's what I do. I win.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, guys, Tyler Bodine, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell you about a couple of shows that are coming up very soon here in North Carolina, and then we're gonna finish off our interview with Mr. Tyler Bodine. So let's go ahead first and let's get this message from L&L Fencing Company. Then I'm going to tell you about the rest of it, and then we're going to finish off with Tyler Bodine. Thank you for coming, Tyler. We're having a great time, sir.
I appreciate it, man.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
All right, coming up January the 8th, Titan Wrestling Southside presents Recharge, 634 Center Drive, Lincoln, North Carolina. Doors open at 6, bell time at 7. Admission $10. 6 great matches on the card. As you can see, plenty of great matches. Franco Varga is going to be there. Chase Emery, Braden Marshall, Blanco Loco is going to be there. Chris Phoenix, and many, many others. January 8th. Also, this coming Sunday, January 10th, Excalibur Championship Wrestling will also be at Center Arena, 634 Center Drive, Lincoln, North Carolina. Admission $10. On that card, you will see James Johnson, Jackson Sane, Adam James, Odell Lowe, and Roma Miller, along with many others. Admission $10. As always, masks are required. We'll see you guys out there. All right, Tyler, man. So where are you going to be coming, since we did posters and was telling everybody about North Carolina, where are you going to be coming up here in the near future?
Well, whenever I can get booked, there's a guy by the name of Braden Marshall up there that he thinks he's an outlaw, and he's kind of taking over the North Carolina, South Carolina territory, which all due respect, he's got a good look to him, but he ain't no American outlaw. He's another Wish version of the outlaw.
Okay, so are you throwing the gauntlet down and challenging Mr. Braden Marshall of Titan Wrestling Southside?
Absolutely. And why I'm at it, I might as well throw a challenge to Marcus Eriks, because I know he comes over from California and wrestles there a few times.
Oh, yes, Marcus Eriks is back in Georgia now, sir. He is now down in our neck of the woods. He now stays in Georgia, so he is very close. And, oh, man, if you're going to challenge Marcus Eriks, too, oh, boy. Please, somebody out there book that. I want to see that. I would love to see my buddy Tyler Bodine come down and face some of these great North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina wrestlers that are down here.
I love coming down south. I mean, the Southern hospitality is great. Even for a guy that don't like a lot of people, the Southern hospitality is great. So, I mean, yeah, I would love to come to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia area, Alabama. I'd love to do all that.
Right? That, man, I'm telling you, book it, please. Take my money, please. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I just got to find a promoter that'll book it, man.
Right? And no doubt about that. So let me tell you, man, I got to tell everybody how I met Tyler Bodine, man. First time I ever heard this guy's name, I was doing the hashtag truth. I was doing my tournament for when COVID hit. I was doing my tournament for my promo tournament. And I don't know if you were in it, but I know you were trying to be in it.
Yeah, I was in it. Yeah.
You was in it? Okay. So you were in it. Of course, you didn't make it to the finals because I know the two people that made it to the finals. And it was rigged. Okay, I got you. I've heard that like so many times. But that's the first time I met you, and then you started doing live videos because I friended you on Facebook, and then I started watching you do your live videos where you were carrying a championship around with you. Now, which championship was that? It was a green belt.
So that's the championship that I lost back in March. That was the Rocket Pro Wrestling Inter-County Championship. I lost that back in March. And Still haven't been able to regain it, but hopefully somewhere down the road I'll be able to.
There you go. But I used to, come on there, and you were an avid person to put my show on. I have to thank you for that. Every time I come on and said hi, you're like, hey, you got to go watch this guy's show. You got to go. And I want to thank you for that. I appreciate every wrestler that does that. Always have, always will. But you were one of the first to actually start doing that.
Oh, and I like your show. You're one of the legitimate shows on Facebook that I really enjoy. And for all them haters out there that hate on Scott Larson, hashtag truth, up yours, guys.
Yeah, I would love, but I would love none other than to have you come and do an interview with me in person. If you happen to make it down to the Carolina area, be sure to call me so I can come and do a face-to-face interview with you. I would love to tape that.
I would love to, man. That'd be awesome, dude. I'd love to meet you in person, man.
Well, a lot of people don't think so, but no, I'm just kidding. Once they meet me, they're like, oh, damn him. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good, man. But, all right, before we go, tell everybody again where they can find Tyler Bodine on social media, where you're going to be at in the near future, or just do a promo and tell everybody to book you. The next few minutes is yours, man.
So I'm on Facebook, Tyler Bodine. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't post nothing on TikTok, but you can find me there. I have a YouTube channel called The American Outlaw Tyler Bodine. Coming up, I got a show next weekend in Princeton. A couple weekends after that, there's another show in Illinois. I'll be in Kansas in a couple months, Texas in the summer. I just got booked for 3 shows in Missouri earlier today. So I'll be all over the Midwest. Hopefully, I would love to get out to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia area. Hopefully I can find the right guy to book me.
Oh, that'll happen. That'll happen real soon. I guarantee you, because if they watch your videos and they don't want to book you, something ain't right. I just tell you as a fan, I enjoyed watching. I went through almost every one of your YouTube videos and watched almost every one of your matches. And I was highly entertained throughout the whole thing. You have a hate relationship with everybody you come across. It's fun to watch. And I usually don't say this about managers because there's only a few managers that I really like, but I like your lawyer. He's a really good guy. I hope he continues to travel with you because he makes the matches pretty interesting. I have to tell him. So next time you see him, tell him he is hashtag truth approved. Very much so. Without a doubt.
I'll share this too, and I'll tag him so he can watch it.
There you go, without a doubt, man, because we love him. And tell him be careful, because we're in hard times, man. People will try to take that money. If you ever happen to need reinforcements, I'm for hire. I will gladly put on a security shirt and walk out there with you now.
I'll keep that in mind. But see, Mr. John Park, for being a 50-year-old man, he packs a mean punch. So I would feel bad for something that tries to steal that $100,000 from him.
Yeah, I would too, without a doubt, man. Well, it has been a pleasure having you, sir, on hashtag truth. And I am going to end it like this because this is exactly the way it should be. Tyler Bodine, the American Outlaw. And if you think otherwise, if you're an outlaw anywhere in the U.S. and you are within the sound of my voice, he's ready to show you why he is the one and only outlaw. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Wednesday night.